Hey guys, I'm not with you right now, so I thought I'd do a video tutorial for the tutorial I want you to do. So first thing, you need to go onto Moodle and look in the Digital Graphics and DVD Author and Handouts folder. And since this week the tutorial is the turtle one, and in the top left corner it says Transform Controls, then we need to look in the Transform Controls folder, and we should find two images. Excuse me. Background.jpg. If you click it, it should load up, which we've got a reef going on, and foreground.jpg, we've got a bit of a turtle. So you need to either open both of those in Photoshop, you can save them and open the document in Photoshop, or you can copy them to the clipboard and then open a new document from the clipboard like we've done previously. Get both images into Photoshop. When you're in Photoshop and both images are there, we've got the reef, we've got the turtle, just have a quick look at the image size. If you go into the image menu, you'll see an option for image size. You can see there that the turtle is 1600 pixels by 1200, and the reef itself is 800 by 534. So the reef is quite a bit smaller. If we're going to put this turtle into the reef, then we're going to have to make the turtle a lot smaller. It's going to be like 4 times the size of the reef or something. And there is a reason for us doing that, which we'll come back to a little bit later on. So the first step is to take this turtle and get him into the reef. So if we get the move tool, quite simply, just drag him in. There you go, it's nice and happy. We'll make that full screen, and we've got the turtle sat in the reef. As we said, it's quite a bit bigger than the reef, so we can't see all of it at once. If we zoom out a little bit on the right hand side with the navigator, you can pull that slide bar around, change the zoom, and click Show Transform Controls up at the top. Then we can see exactly how big that layer is. So it is quite a bit bigger than the canvas we've got. And we want to make this turtle smaller. If we just click and drag on one of the corners, we can make him quite strangely distorted. We don't really want to do that, it's not quite fair on him. So hold down the shift key, and then when you stretch down, you'll have to keep it in proportion, you've got no option. You just want to put him in the bottom left corner of the reef, somewhere around there. Hit enter to apply your changes, and you're ready to get on with some more image editing. So we've got the turtle, we've got the reef, it doesn't quite fit, we've got all this black area, that's not going to quite help it. So we need to get rid of this black. We could use the magic wand tool and play about with the tolerance and try and delete all the black that way, which probably wouldn't be too difficult. We could use the lasso tools like you've used in previous tutorials and cut around him. That would be a little bit more difficult to get it accurate if you're going to try and do it as quickly as I'm doing it right now, but you could cut it out quite easily with the lasso. For the purpose of this, I want to teach you a new selection tool, which is being able to select the whole colour range. You look in the selection menu, you'll see colour range on the drop down, and you get this strange box over on the right here. Now everything that we see in this box in the white area is everything that's going to be selected. We can tweak the fuzziness, and that will show more areas in black, which means we're selecting less and less. So the first thing we need to do is click in the black area to set the colour range sample of what colour we're looking for. So I'm after all the black, and I'm going to tweak the fuzziness so that he still keeps his flippers or legs or whatever turtles quite have, yet manages to get rid of most of the black out of the image. So I'm setting it to 64. You guys can have a tweak, you can always step backwards and undo afterwards. Click OK, it gives us this selection all around the turtle, and quite simply I'm going to hit the delete button. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of shadow around the turtle, but bear in mind we are zoomed in at 200%. Turn the background on and get rid of the selection by using select deselect, and then zoom out a little bit. You can see that the turtle fits in the reef quite nicely. Now the fuzziness wasn't quite turned up enough because you've still got this selection around the top, so I'm just going to use a marquee mask to get rid of that, and probably down the other edge as well, and get rid of it right there. So when we set that to 100%, the turtle sits there quite nicely. You can see that the flippers missed a bit on the top over here, still got a bit of shadow on the top here, so that would be a case of Control-Alt-Z, stepping backwards until you get to the bit where you're about to select the colour range, and then tweaking the fuzziness so that you can select more of the black. So that's pretty much this week's tutorial. The reason, let's go back to that bit, the reason why you used a large image on a small background was so that all those indistinct edges that we saw earlier around the turtle, these little pockets of bubbles and such, they're not quite as visible at 100%. I know we missed the tail, the terrapin, the leg or whatever, but you guys can put whatever you want there. Alright, so have a go with that, and then in the green section in the booklet there's a little bit more of a stretch exercise. So have a go at that for me. I should see you soon.